Okay, so then I go into Duke Luke's room.
All right, and as at this point he's unlocked the door and he's just sitting on the like couch, like almost sobbing and just like losing his mind. He goes, "What do you want?"
I'm sorry to bother you, Duke Luke Brennan. Um, do you mind if I ask you some questions? I apologize for the short one.
Hmm. Short one will be hanged. But go ahead. I've been sanctioned to this room based on what my guards had told me just now to calm down. So, how may I help?
What do you remember, in the last few seconds or minutes that you were with Gilly?
Well, we were dancing and the lights went out, and I just felt her fade away in my fingers, like she was just gone as quickly as the light was. She was just gone.
Hmm.
It's
And
like the light in the room walked away. And as he almost stands up again, like very poetic in a sense, he's like, you know, she made this place feel lighter, and now that light is gone, I
um,
feel alone.
do you by chance know of any like secret passageways?
No, there's none in
Nothing.
this place. I've searched for years. The only secret thing is that there's a little like pipe that we can talk into, which goes down into the barracks area. And the only reason why it's in here is that way if something dangerous happens, I can immediately call down to the barrack chambers.
And where are the barracks?
Downstairs, right below us.
Ah, I see. And you don't recall Gilly saying anything about leaving or going someplace?
No, we even talked about her staying here longer past the ball to get to know each other.
Hmm. All right. Well, thank you, Duke Luke. We will try to find Gilly and bring her back.
Luke is my father's name.
Duke
My
Luke
name is
Brennan.
Brennan. Thank you. Of
Okay.
Gelbwurst.
So then I leave and go try and find the barracks.
All right. Herb, well, Miles and Hart and Winslow, you guys are downstairs, correct?
Correct.
Hmm.
Okay, are you wanting to be in the ballroom
The
or
ballroom.
it on the map? Okay.
Oh, sorry, I didn't quite think what you were gonna ask through.
Yeah, they're two different maps. So do you want the map of the castle or the map of the ballroom?
Honestly,
Individually.
probably the ballroom still.
Okay. And Harbo, as you see Winslow walk downstairs, do you follow him?
Um, First I rolled 19 in perception.
Yeah.
Did I see that?
As you check all of those rooms quickly, you see all the windows are still sealed and there's nothing in them.
Okay. So yes, I huff, and then I follow Winslow.
All right. Let me get you guys back to the ball.
Yes, the ball.
You all are in
Bell
here.
ball.
Balls.
And at this point, everyone's like sitting down and, they're just like they have complimentary food given to them as it's been handed out because stress, food, drinking, that sort of ordeal. But,
I'm conversing
yeah.
with the head guard, kind of,
Mhm.
assuming he's taken statements and cross or checked everybody against a list of people who are supposed to be here.
Yeah.
I ask him, is anyone not here who should be here, aside from obviously Gilly and the prince?
He's
And
like, from
Minion.
what we can look like, yes. We haven't seen any of your friend as well. But we're checking. I think they're heading to the barracks now, right?
Are they? Who? Ziminiar?
It looks like Winslow is.
Oh. Yeah, I'm sure he's going there.
Okay. All right then. And Winslow, do you open the door to the barracks?
Yes.
And as you open the door, all of you guys have just like blackness in front of you. As then you hear like gates and horse clippity clops, and you look in front of you, and you guys are in front of the castle in Benedict.
Oh no!
How did this happen?
And as you guys just kind of open your eyes, you see two guards standing there, and they're like, "What's your purpose here?"
We are the syndicate
No,
with
we aren't.
Princess Gilly.
We've
guards?
disbanded from the syndicate.
The guards for Princess Gilly.
I'm sorry. Do you need help with a physician? And as the other guard, like, kind of talks almost, and a few other guards come rushing up to them, and there's just like a big commotion. And can you all do perception checks for me?
I'd love to. Do we get our spells back, by the way? Is this a new day?
Yeah. So, Winslow, you notice it. And Miles, you notice it as well. Unfortunately, Haribo, you don't recognize it. And as you are all standing at the gate and you're hearing this commotion, you two, Winslow and Miles, you see a very familiar figure as an older herald walks up, and he's like, you guys, I forgot to tell you that I invited them to the wedding. Yes, the wedding's happening. Remember, they're coming to the party. Yes, I forgot to tell you, didn't I? I'm so sorry. Please, all of you go back to your post. I'll take them. And he just kind of looks at you three, and he's like, where have you guys been?
What?
I make a note as the guard goes back to his. I guess it's not the right time. We've had other things come up.
What do you mean? You guys have been missing since Hamlet went. When you went on your mission with Hamlet when I was a child. You guys have been gone since then. And now you just show up?
Which mission with Hamlet? There have been so many.
You guys literally went on one to Florentine, and you guys went in the church, and then you were just gone.
True. We escorted Princess Gilly to, what's his nuts?
The Gelbwurst. The Gelbwurst, Haribo?
Yes.
Yes.
You guys took her there?
Yeah. We
No,
were
the-
told that we were supposed to.
The Gelbwurst, not Berry Village.
You are aware she died at that, right?
I thought she died
No.
at Berry Village.
What are you talking about, to Berry Village? No, she went to the Gelbwurst estate, to the Gala, and then they found her body
Where
after
did they
she had
find her
fallen
body?
from a rooftop.
Oh no.
What do you mean? We have the whole garden here for her. As he like points over, and you notice now, like it kind of clicks with y'all that there's a whole garden and like fountain set up for her, and it's like the Gilly Garden as they call it, and it's on the left side of the castle, past the second gate. As you all are walking pretty much up to the front door at this point, and he goes,
And you just recognize this immediately? After how many years has it been?
well, you guys were there at the funeral, and you know,
Wait, but
You
wasn't
were-
that after
Yeah.
Florentine?
what are you talking about?
You said we went on a mission with Hamlet, just one, to Florentine, and then we've been missing ever since. But then taking Gilly to the Gelbwurst estate was after that. The timeline's
Well,
a bit
yes.
confused here.
Well, no, you guys were definitely at the funeral, and that's where I recognize you guys, but I don't know, maybe you... No, you guys were definitely at the funeral. I remember you being at the funeral.
But you just said
Maybe-
we've been missing since Harold's,
Yeah.
the Hamlet mission.
Yeah, at least I didn't see you until you were missing from that. Then you showed up at the funeral, and then you guys have just been gone, I guess. Oh, I don't know. It's been years. It's been like 30 years. 30, 40 years since
Yeah,
she's
man.
been gone.
It's been a long time. It's hard to keep track of it all. Feels like it hasn't even been a day, though, really. I mean, The skin is so supple still, you know.
Right.
I feel so youthful still.
Do you know if Zeminiar was at the funeral?
And he has just like a look on his face, and he goes, I don't ever want to speak of that monster. I don't remember if he was there or not.
Thank goodness. Me either. What was the name of Gilly, the sister Gilly always talked about?
Her name was Ginger.
Oh, thank you.
What did Zeminiar do? I know you don't want to talk about him, but what did he do to make him a monster all of a sudden?
Well, you all were there at the ball that she died at, and we heard that he cared the most, and all of you just lost track of her. From what someone is saying, one of the guards was killed in this giant room, and essentially there was a doorway that led to the roof, and they say that she was pushed off the roof. We currently have the man that did it in the chambers because the royal court said he didn't deserve a sweet victory of dying. So he spent every single day since then being tortured.
Did Zeminiar?
I don't know. I didn't ever want to see him.
A little confused.
He wasn't at the funeral, and from what it sounds like, he cared about her the most.
It could differ, but
And the
okay.
fact that he was not even at her funeral and didn't have the audacity, I don't want to speak of that monster on these holy grounds anymore. Let him rot wherever he is.
Agreed.
And
How do
at
you
this
feel there,
point,
Mr. Shamlet?
you guys like are at the garden at this point, and like when he's saying this, he has just such like hurt and anger, but then like looking at the garden, he kind of like lets out a small smile, and he's just like, they built this for her, you know. And
They're very pretty.
I feel like she would have loved it or hated it, seeing it was still within the walls that she hated so much. She was on her way to become a fine woman. I hear that Brennan, Duke Brennan of Gelbwurst, was really into her.
They had a lot in common.
I'm
It's
not
unfortunate.
about that.
They would have raised a fine family.
Truly. Well,
So,
speaking of families, since
yes,
you guys
speaking
are
of
here,
families, how is Saris treating you?
we're getting married tomorrow.
Yes.
I'm surprised you guys have kept up so far. We're getting married here in her garden to celebrate it. You guys should come. You all had a great effect on my life, and we want all the townsfolk and everyone to celebrate our love. You all should be there.
I will certainly, of course we will be there. There are a few things that I must see to before it is time. When is it?
Tomorrow morning.
Very good. That should
You all
be
can
plenty
stay
of
in the
time.
castle again. I must get going now.
Okay.
And as he walks inside and you all are then greeted and go back to your guys' chambers as well.
Is Hamlet around?
Still missing.
Still missing, huh?